Meet Mr. and Mrs. Balfour, a couple that were married in 1900 in England. After that, they spent the first 15 years of their marriage in Ceylon, now known as Sri Lanka, where Mr. Balfour was employed as a civil engineer. In 1915, both of them went back to England during Mr. Balfour's leave. They remained in England until his leave was up and he had to return. However, their lives took an unexpected turn. This is because Mrs. Balfour's health had been deteriorating and suffered stiffness in her joints. She went to the hospital and was diagnosed by the doctors that she had a disease called rheumatoid arthritis. The doctor advised Mrs. Balfour to stay in England a bit longer, to rest, and due to the climate in Ceylon that would be harmful for her health. Hence, she could not accompany Mr. Balfour back to Ceylon. Before Mr. Balfour returned to Ceylon, he gave a check of €24 to his wife. The couple also reached a verbal agreement that Mr. Balfour promised to provide his wife with €30 per month as financial support until she could join him back. As time passed, their relationship began to wither. Mr. Balfour said that he would come back in a few months. Suddenly, a letter arrived from Mr. Balfour suggesting that they had better remain apart. In March 1918, Mrs. Balfour made a decision to take legal action against Mr. Balfour. In that legal action, she wanted to claim that her husband had breached the agreement of not paying €30 and filed for a divorce. In July, she got a decree that the divorce is approved by the court. During the first hearing, the judge's decision was in favor of Mrs. Balfour. The judge held that Mr. Balfour was under obligation to support his wife. The court also recognized Mrs. Balfour's plea for alimony, ensuring financial support from Mr. Balfour after the divorce. However, Mr. Balfour was not satisfied with the court decision. Therefore, he decided to appeal in the Court of Appeal.